Yeah, Kingsman, Nerd Mix, yeah, Indy, you in this bitch, yeah, Strongman in the building, I'ma flex on them till they feel man, I'ma flex on them till they feel man, I'ma flex on them till they feel man, Strongman in the
What's going on, Nerd Mixers, Kingsmeners, or Knighters? I honestly don't know what the fans of the Kingsmen we called, Sir Knights or something like that. We'll have to figure that out. I'm gonna bring Syndrome in, and we're gonna figure that out because I know who my Nerd Mixers are. I know who my A pluses are. I think are they called True Showers or Showers of True? I don't know. He has to come up with a name for like his fan base so that we can address everybody at one time. Y'all already know what it is. We back season 3 of the Link Up podcast. We've been gone for a minute, but that doesn't mean we ain't got fresh content for y'all. Y'all been begging for it. Y'all been asking for it, especially you, Sean. Devious, you've been asking for this show to come back for the longest. You even said you were funded. So we'll be waiting on our $200 check to come. It's $150 for me. It's $50 for Syndrome. We'll be waiting on that. But without further ado, I can't do this without my mans. So you know I got to bring in Mr. True Show himself. What's up, Syndrome, Mr. Unbreakable?
Strongman in the building. What's up with y'all, man? It's been a long time. I got some shit to say. God damn it.
Man, don't it feel good to be able to talk our shit without Ville saying, nah, I don't want to talk about that?
Yeah, that does kind of feel good. Shout out to Rob Ville. Did he make his way back today?
Yeah, I think he's out watching Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's watching Ghostbusters. Shout out to the big homie. But yeah, he doesn't want to talk about anything that we like battle rap and shit like that.
Facts. Because them last couple of battles that they threw up from clips. Was
I didn't
nice.
see. I did get one, but I'm still on the Drake card. You know, I had to get in
that was a big card. But
it was big. It was big.
That was a big card. But speaking of Ville, Sunday dinner, Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means we're not coming on until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. The one of the big live shows is out here when it comes to podcasts. Big shout outs to him. But I have to say, we got a special guest this week.
Is she a special guest? I would like to call her family. She's family now.
Family, there's family, and there's that family that you don't want to stay at your house. You know what I'm saying? When they're in town visiting,
she can stay. She can come and look in the refrigerator. You know, that's the real family. When they come right in your house and look in your fridge, like, my nigga, what are you doing?
Facts. Behind the velvet rope. I just got finished watching Red Table. All these fucking podcasts are just blending together in my head, dude.
No, it does kind of feel like you're supposed to say Red Velvet Rope, though. Because it could be a purple one.
Yeah.
Could be, you know what I'm saying?
And red velvet cake is fire if it's made right. You know what I'm saying? Grandma's red velvet cake was bananas. You know what I'm saying? So behind the velvet rope host, Sunday dinner co-host, talented artist herself, and one of the most. She is really good. You know what she's called? What's that called? Is it called gaslighting? I don't know if that's the proper term. She's really good at structuring questions to cause division in a community, and then she just sits there. She just sits there and watches the fire go out.
So I think that I don't know if it's gaslighting, but she's definitely a pot stirrer.
Yeah, definitely a pot stirrer.
Yes.
So give it up.
She in the background going crazy, like, what are you guys calling me?
Give it up for our sister, the big homie.
Hi.
Welcome, Bianca Tate, to the podcast.
Sister!
Hi, how are you?
How are you, pot stirrer?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you all?
We're doing pretty good. We didn't say that
Maxing
to be
and relaxing.
We just said
I didn't know I stirred the pot. Is that what the streets are saying?
No, I think you can just sit back and watch what's going on. I think you're very well media trained without being media trained, because
I'm media trained.
you will have people arguing over the simplest shit.
That has nothing to do with me. I say what I say.
It's like everybody. It's like everybody could just be chilling, and then I'm not gonna call you the Joker, and then here comes Harley Quinn, truth bomb, boom, and the next thing you know, everybody's at each other's throats, just arguing.
Hey, I just say what's on my mind sometimes. That's all. No harm, no foul. I love everyone.
Yeah, but normally what's on your mind is, I wonder how much shit I could stir today.
No.
I think that you have a unique ability to get people to stand on one side or the other. That's what it is.
It's no gray line with you.
It's not really.
Yes or no.
People are like, and they fly to whatever side they going to too. The motherfuckers be like, hold on, she said what?
And then
like
if they're on the same side as you, it's like they win. No, Bianca, agree with me. Fight's over.
Stupid ass.
She's on my side.
When I don't care either way. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I could care less. But yeah, I appreciate the love, bros.
Nah, it's no thing. We feel like I feel like, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I feel like you're the person out here in the community, in the media artistry, that doesn't get enough shine on everything that you do. So I would like to see you out there more, because people say that we don't give enough respect to other people, or we don't shine a light on other artists or individuals. So with a podcast called The Link Up, I guess we got to link up.
Sorry.
Don't even worry about it. That's the beautiful thing about not being live.
Right,
I apologize.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. But what is going on with you today, man? What you got going on? How you living? When's the podcast coming back? What are we talking about? How much sex have you had in the past 1 week?
Me?
I was about to say she's on mute.
Me?
Yeah. Answer any one of the questions you want to.
Monday was a nice day.
She got some.
Anyway,
somebody cracked.
Oh God. Okay. Behind the Velvet Rope will be on at midnight Saturday, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see. Sunday dinner on Sundays, obviously, with the 5 questions. Can't wait to talk about, pop culture. It's been a eventful week, so we got a lot of topics there. And yeah, just been chilling, getting ready for the holidays, basically.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's y'all guys' favorite thing to eat for the holidays? Like what are you waiting on right now?
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's the next holiday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say my dressing, because I don't make it, but for the holidays, I want some cranberry soda. And I want that, because that's just for the holidays. Probably
except
really
for people like me who get it all year round.
Facts. I do the same thing. I get it all year round, especially the cranberry Sprite.
See, yes. I'm not sure about that, because I saw it was like spice cranberry, and I'm just like, I don't remember that. I remember something else.
It is delicious. That's all.
So I ended up getting cranberry ginger ale.
Yeah, which is my favorite. Cranberry ginger ale.
But since you said try the Sprite, I will get a bottle and try that.
Okay. Syndrome, what about you, man?
I'm thinking I really just don't get excited for the food like that anymore. Probably, if anything, some dessert. So it'd be like a peach cobbler or some sweet potato pie. But maybe baked mac and cheese.
Okay, so I eat baked mac and cheese all year round. I think my thing is the one thing. Like, I think my thing is the one thing that I can't get anymore.
What?
My grandmother's sweet potato pie.
Yeah, man, them joints
Yeah.
used to be smacktastic, boy.
What was the
My
fight?
aunt used to make a good lasagna, and I have not had a good lasagna like hers since she passed away.
Bro,
And that's
you we used
probably been like 6
we
years.
used to
So
fight over pies. That's the only time you saw people come in early, was to make sure they got their pie just so they could stash it. I was mad when I found out she was freezing them. She was making them early and freezing them.
smart
She
woman.
most definitely was.
Smart woman.
And the mug still used to be
Yeah,
smacking,
this
boy.
used to tell me, you better come, baby, because I done slaved in the kitchen all day on these pies. She done took the mugs
For
right out
real.
the freezer and let it defrost.
Do you all cook for the holiday?
I cook every day.
Do you cook for the holiday?
Oh no.
Uh, maybe. You mean like make holiday food? I cook every day. Like today, I did two. I did two ribeye. Um, some roasted broccoli, some asparagus, a baked potato,
Mm,
and a salad. You
that's
know
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
greens.
Gotta have a lot of greens. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Gotta have a lot of greens. I've been working out again, you know. Sooner or later, Mr. Unbreakable here is gonna want to do a strongman video, and I gotta make sure I look like a strong man and not like a pencil. So, you know, I might want to take my shirt off, and I don't want to walk around looking like Soldier
Ooh.
Boy.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna walk around like that nigga though. I'm gonna have my wife beater on. I ain't taking that off.
Well, nah, fat dudes are perceived as having strength. To be totally honest with you, the real lore behind Thor and with that mythology is that when you were strong and powerful like that, you ate what you want, you slept what you want, and they were always perceived as with having, you know what I'm saying, a gut and being strong. If you look at the strongman competitions, it's not the dudes who got all the muscles is winning. It's them dudes who look like they half out of shape with their guts sticking out that's winning the strongman competition. So,
That
you
is
know,
true though.
I think
That's
that will
very
work
true.
for you. I think that will work for you. But as you know, with the link up, without further ado, we get into the shits. We get into some stuff that you guys want to talk about. And instead of the bickering that we normally have on our other podcasts, which is very entertaining and I love. By the way, 2K Dre is gay. Um
Oh my god.
Love you, Trey.
No, it's hard trying to get out of Sunday dinner mode and get back into link up mode. So it might take us a couple of podcasts to get back into our, you know what I'm saying, media mode. And I just got finished listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they was on bullshit. They was on complete BS. We got a couple of conversations, and the reason we brought you in is for one of the big ones that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is a topic that as soon as I saw it slide past in my newsfeed scroll, I'm like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about this on the link up. This is not Sunday dinner material either.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
Bianca, if you would like to introduce the question that you had set up.
Well, my observation was that I found that a lot of people who create, specifically musical artists, specifically rappers, always always want support. And I have a thing about people saying, "Why aren't people supporting me?" and da 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 da, and they're fishing for compliments or whatever. But I'm like, are you really supporting other artists in your area or in general that are underground and independent? So, do you want support or do you want support? Are you supporting others? That was the gist of my comment.
And as you see from the title scrolling at the bottom, this is what I got from it. So don't take this to be anybody else, but how the fuck you asking for support when you don't give it?
Yeah.
When you have people out here like the Air Hustlings, the Ice Worlds, everything that Playo's doing, and they're giving you opportunities to be able to come out and work on your craft, because you should be using everybody says, what is a showcase? A showcase is something for you to be able to perfect your craft. You got a new song and you want to make sure you got your wind down, you want to make sure you got your performance down. These showcases are where you can perfect your songs in order to get better. It's also where you can start to build a small fan base in order for your fan base to grow. The issue I have is when attending these showcases, you get the artists who want everybody around them when they perform, but the minute they're done performing and another artist going up, they're at the bar, they're outside smoking, they done left to go do something. And this isn't everybody, because a lot of people have lives. There's people who have kids and different stuff like that, but we do have issues with that. These same artists are the ones who maybe have 3 or 4 people standing there like religiously watching them, and then they get mad when somebody doesn't come watch their set. But do unto others if you had others do unto you. There's a big issue with people basically watch. I feel like a lot of people just waiting to watch to see if people are going to fail or not. Like, it's too much competition rather than support. Like, if I support you, you know what I'm saying, I'm showing some type of weakness, or I'm showing that you're better than me because I'm supporting you. And and it's just, to me, childish shit. I mean, what do you think about that, Ron?
Well, bottom line, I think that the real problem with it is that from what I've observed is that we haven't built a community around support. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard for somebody to go and show someone else support and it be reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? So of course that's gonna make certain artists feel like, you know what, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna come and do my thing, and then I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, get gone, or whatever the case may be. But when we're able to develop a real community in the area, in the scene, behind supporting one another and being, you know, an actual rap scene, that's when things start to turn a tide. But as far as artists like complaining about the support, I don't. That's really hard for me to say, because I've definitely been in their shoes and felt like how they feel at various points along this journey. Now, I haven't voiced any of these things over Facebook, though. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely can understand the sentiment. But like we were saying, I think where it starts is, you want the support, you have to be able to go out and give it to other people, regardless of how you're feeling in your situation. And then hopefully through the karmic universe, that comes back to you and you get support, and people start to come behind you and show you that they care about what you got going on, and you begin to build, and now you're collaborating with them, you know, those type of things. So but I think that so much of it has gone on for so long that now somebody has to be the example. Somebody's got to show these people how to build community and do things the right way. But it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie and say that that I haven't, like somebody who's been saying that online. I definitely have. Indy, I know you have. You talk about it in damn near half your bar. You talk about it all the time, that you feel unrecognized, and you know it's like that. But at the same time, someone like Indy, where his situation differs, is Indy shows support to everybody, including people that he doesn't even like from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do that. You gotta do that.
Yeah, you gotta be able to do that in order to build. That's really what I got from it, is that, wow, we really have trouble in our community building and building each other up and helping someone else get to the next level, or pulling them up to the next level that I'm at, or even just going to the stage and supporting the rapper, but you know what I'm saying? Like simple things like that. But what I will say is around here, I feel like there are still pockets. It's certain scenes that you can go to where, you know, generally everybody is good about that. So we'll see how it goes, but that is unfortunate that someone would be online screaming about support and they ain't helping nobody. They ain't liking, sharing, commenting.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't necessarily go to shows all the time. And I hate that I can't, but I'm a mom and ain't nobody trying to watch my kids. So if I can like something or go to your YouTube and put a comment or whatever, or share it, or somebody needs somebody to do something. Okay, well, this person does this, you know, holla at them. I'll do that, and hopefully I try to do that with everybody, you know, just cause, and then I try to make sure I do it, like, so that somebody won't be like, oh, she ain't supporting me, because that has happened. And that's another story. But yeah, I just don't see why it's so hard to give a like or put an emoji up for a comment or share, you know. And not necessarily share between the same artist that shares everything and we all get the same information. Like, try to, you know, tweet or something, or comment on a YouTube channel, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that a lot of the problem with that is people are jealous. like, like straight up, like I don't know how to, if I see somebody's post who I actually do like their video or whatever, and they have 100 likes on the video, and the video that I put up only has 20 something likes or whatever the case may be, I'm less apt to hit the like on that because
You got enough.
he already got enough. I need somebody to like my shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that is an attitude that pervades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us. Cause me, I'm the guy who, even if I really don't like your music or or your video like that, I'll still like it. I still like it because you from the area, man. You from the home team, man. I'm trying to, hey. And if it's really fire and I fuck with you, oh shit. Were we cutting that segment?
No, keep talking.
Oh, okay, my mic was still on. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
That shit confused the hell out of me.
Nah, we upgraded. We upgraded a little bit. That was an overlay, not a video.
Okay, and it just shot past. That's what's up. But yeah, like,
hold on, because while we're talking about support, subscribe. YouTube.com/NerdMixAlpha.
Hit that little bell so you get a notification every time something's posted.
Hell yeah, and watch all the rest of the videos too. God damn it.
Nah, but I totally get what you're saying with that, man. It's one of the things that I wanted to say. I started something with a friend of mine, a friend of ours. She's a very interesting individual, and she's always supported anything, you know what I'm saying, local. So Miss Evelyn Watson from the Port, Indiana, who,
shout out to Evelyn, man.
Big shout out to Evelyn, who came to me the other day. Of course, she already shared Bug, myself, Syndrome, because she rocks with our music. She hit me in my inbox and she was like, I need links to more music. She was like, we have a local business out here that has no problem me playing music inside the store, and people are always asking about the music and stuff I'm listening to. So she literally posts on their Facebook, post stuff, what she's listening to for the day, and she just goes through albums and plays them in the store. But at the same time, she's asking, like, hey, these artists that I'm doing, if you just give a shout out to the vape shop, you know what I'm saying, vape smoke shop I work at, you know what I'm saying, I love it. That's the type of support that is going to build something that starts building a community. Now, if you go back and you look at how many of these artists responded to the post, like, thanks for the love, but never shot it out the vape shop. You know what I'm saying? So how do you ask for something that you're not willing to, you know what I'm saying, willing to give? Because regardless of what you may think this is support. They don't rock with my music. You'd be surprised how many people in the port rock with hip hop, rap, you know what I'm saying, all types of stuff, the different shows and stuff that go on in the port. There's a small scene out here of people that actually work together, businesses and artists, in order to try to, you know what I'm saying, create a type of movement.
It is. Shout out to my Laporte homies.
Facts. A matter of fact, let's go ahead.
Jesse Sparks.
I'm going to go ahead and jump this off right quick. I'm actually going to share them so we can see it. Neighbors Vape and Smoke Shop. You can go in there, see Evelyn. Say go in there and say that the link up sent you. Go in there, ask for Evelyn. Go in there and ask for Amanda. Load up on all your vape juice. That sounds very, very weird saying vape juice.
Mad crazy, yo.
Yeah,
mad crazy.
Glass options and everything available. It's at 212 Pine Lake Plaza, LaPorte, Indiana 46350. Go in there, we rock with them. Go show them love because they show you love.
All right.
Big facts.
I got
ad counter. Ad counter. Look,
counter
we need an ad. That's what we're gonna need. Hopefully, we need an ad counter. Damn it.
Straight up. We're gonna need one. But y'all make sure y'all go check that out if y'all need y'all. I'm sorry for them backwoods smokers and them blunt smokers that don't like smoking out of devices. But look, I ain't got the time to smoke a blunt all the time. That bowl or that hookah will be just fine, and it's a cleaner smoke to start off with, and it gets me higher quicker than sitting up there while watching that blunt burn. So I'm sorry. My tongue be hurting, my lips be hurting from rolling all them dry ass backwoods. Sometimes I just want to bloop bloop and be gone.
When did everyone get on backwoods?
That's actually been a thing, Bianca.
It's been a thing.
It's been a thing. If you remember, do you remember in Belly, that Ox was smoking woods?
Oh,
when he was sitting watching the
I didn't know they
game.
were backwoods.
Yeah, well, any leaf. Jamaicans are known for rolling leaves. That's
okay. Like I prefer Garcia Vegas, but that's a leaf. But it just seems like there's just an abundance of just backwoods.
Because backwoods are easier to get an entire leaf for, you know what I'm saying, a low price, and you can cut a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, utility devices out of the backwood leaf.
And it holds more weed.
Yeah.
That's really where it came from. Okay. That's really where it came from. It holds a lot of weed. I can smoke it, but also joints, which Jamaicans also smoke as well, also hold a lot of weed or a lot of weed. So
yeah. And for me, I just picking up a bowl, you know what I'm saying, grabbing something, throwing it in a bowl, I'm off. You know, I don't have to take.
Reminds me of crack.
It shouldn't, because if you're not putting crack rock in the pipe, it's not crack. It could remind you of anything. Women with fucking nose piercings remind me of the time that this chick got her fucking nose piercing caught on my zipper.
Out of here.
But that doesn't mean that every chick who has a nose ring is going to get her nose ring caught on my zipper. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
Nice analogy.
But
I see where you went with that.
Yeah, but support your local shops. There's a lot of mom and pop shops out here that will support you if you support them. They have no problem with it because it's free advertisement for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I never made more money in my life on my music than when I was doing consignment, and I'm still out here in consignment with clothing and CDs and stuff like that, and that's where I'm making most of my physical money when it comes from that from. It's still out there on consignment. Sell this, make whatever you want off of it, just break this off, you know what I'm saying? To me, just don't put it just don't outprice, you know what I'm saying, out my demographic. That's all you got to do. We get back to that. I think that helps build that community and that support system, because we can't support without local businesses. Big shout outs to Dreams.
Yes.
It's Go Dollar.
Yes.
So I mean, that's all good, but nah, if you're not gonna do the support yourself, if you're not gonna it's not hard for you for when your boy put that song up and you ask him to send you the song and you're playing that shit out your Google Music or your Apple Music. How hard is it for you to go to Apple Music and just play it off of there, even if you own the song? You know what I'm saying? Or go to Spotify if you want to hit a song and just click it on there. That way they get that stream. You know what I'm saying? The stream count. That's what counts. That's what real support is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sharing that link saying, hey, check out my boy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like a song that somebody put out, go share one that they did put out that you do like. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. But I digress because I feel like in this area, I put it out there how I feel. Don't attack nobody else on that panel. Is that nobody's ever going to get it right anyway because it's too much competition and everybody wants out for their own. So what we want to see is not going to happen unless we make it happen. So we can move amongst ourselves and then hopefully they see that working and then they mimic it because there's a lot of copycats out here.
Yeah.
That's a very pessimistic point of view, though. But I'll say that logically I will second that, but my hope is that an example arises and people respond in kind.
An example like we'll get into Star Child later. We'll get into Star Child later.
Yes.
He could.
Yeah, that was a great segue. He could be a unifier, but it still takes a team. Somebody like Bug is really good at rallying support. You know what I'm saying?
Nick,
behind a cause instead of an individual thing.
Sko. I am Maurice Murray.
Dollar is perfect.
Nick Brzezinski. You know what I'm saying? Is another one. Damon Alexander. And he's going to the point where he's not going to wait on nobody. He's going around, you know what I'm saying, rallying people and bringing them back here.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot out there, and people don't. And these are people who should be getting more support, more Ghana support. Skull's out there actually putting people on, whether it's the Battle League, you know what I'm saying, set up the clothing store, everything he's doing, making sure he learns everything, but probably doesn't garner all the support that he should have from everything that he's doing for everybody else. C Snapper, Keisha Cautious, and I'm surprised Keisha's still working with people because it seems like every day she got somebody that, you know what I'm saying, doesn't want to support what she's doing. So, but she supports everybody. It's a lot of people out there who I feel have a bigger bite in this argument than a lot of the people that I see have it.
Well, I do want to say this, and I'm trying to see how I can say it diplomatically, but I think a lot of times, sometimes there's behind the scenes things, somebody said this, somebody feels that way, somebody feels offended because you didn't do this or you didn't do something their way or whatever. And maybe things can get twisted or misconstrued,
You're talking about stuff in this area.
Yeah.
I think that happens everywhere.
It's just, yes, that happens everywhere. The problem is we're not in a big enough market where people can move in a certain way and get the support, you know what I'm saying, and still push forward. It's so small that it is crabs in an even smaller bucket. You know what I'm saying? So nobody gets out. Everybody's trying to pull each other down because there's so much history between people like that.
Yeah. And I was just going to say, sometimes I guess maybe as an artist, I know we're sensitive about our art, but sometimes we should get the feelings out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's easier said than done, but me, when I wanted to do a song, I did it because I wanted to. I wanted to see if I could write the song, record it, do the video, get it up streaming, see if there was some, if I could get a return on that investment. And, If it goes somewhere, whoop-de-doo. If it doesn't, okay, I still completed what I wanted to do, But some people take it so serious, and like I said, that I understand why, but I think a lot of times we got to keep our feelings out of it and just like, okay, what's the bigger goal?
Correct. The like I said, the real issue here is that we don't have a culture of that. What is the culture around here in this area? That you got to be the gangsterous brother around in order to receive some sort of popularity around in this area. Am I correct? Am I wrong in sort of assuming that?
No, yeah, you're not at all.
That's
You're not at
You're
all
that's
not
wrong.
wrong.
That's
You're
the
not
wall.
right.
wrong.
That's the
That's
wall I keep
really
running
what it
into.
is. But the problem is there's so many artists that don't fit that mold. There are all around. We're littered in Gary. It's a lot of talented people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of talented people that don't do that.
Yeah.
So how did they get the support? How did they get the popularity?
Good example, Jay Slave.
Jay
Right.
Slave, great artist.
Very good example. Like I remember like everything
Accident.
which was not a lot, but the show that I've seen him at everything, supporting everybody else. So when he released his album, it was nice to see everybody show him love for his
Yeah,
album release and things like that. So it is possible to do, you know. We just got to keep, I think you just said earlier, keep your karma right. What you put out, you will receive in that regard.
that's how it works.
Yep.
And building culture. If somebody do something whack, tell them that shit whack. If somebody
That's
do
true.
something cold, tell they ass that shit is cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of what we as artists feed off of. We need that encouragement. Man, that shit you did was dope. Or nigga, that shit you did was trash, bro. That ain't what
How
it
many
is.
times have you done that?
You're not representing. How many times have I done that?
Uh-huh.
I won't do it. I won't do it. Because the reason I won't do it like that is because I'm still in the scene. I'm still around a lot of these people. I got a lot of relationships with a lot of these people.
Mm-hmm.
So even if some of the stuff that they do is I try and provide it as
Constructive criticism.
constructive criticism. Well, maybe you should do it like this, or the
Mm-hmm.
reason you shouldn't do it like this is because of this. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I'm not allowed publicly to just say whatever. It's the difference between when we were talking about, or in the Kanye interview, he talked about him being above a certain level, and people like Kevin Hart and Michael B. Jordan wanting to be like, look, man, I be wanting to say some of this stuff, but I just can't. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, I get it.
I don't know if I'm the person that's allowed to speak on this after the direction we went into. Let's take a deep dive. Let's go back and think about this and use this as an example on change. All right. We look at what somebody like Jay Slave has turned into and what he has done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On what he has started. But when you take this back a year, you know what I'm saying, a year or two, and he might have been looked at as one of them people who we're currently talking about,
Mm-hmm.
asking for support, you know what I'm saying, but
Mm-hmm.
really not giving support.
Mm-hmm.
So
agree.
it's a good testament on recognizing what you were doing wrong in order to garner the support you needed, and how easy it actually is, you know what I'm saying, to do. Because
That's good.
the conversation with him I had to think about how to do this without being looked like as a hater. It took me a minute. The conversation with him before was he would be the one that would jump up to perform when everybody there, but then when the next artist goes up, he's gone. He's outside smoking, conversating, you know what I'm saying, pushing his own stuff. That changed. I'm not off of this album, but the last project he had put out, that mixtape he put out, when he started going around, then he turned into the person who was there from beginning to end.
Yeah.
From the first performer to the last performer. So when people come and tell me certain artists who haven't, you know what I'm saying, certain artists who have blown up and left or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they decide to say that there's nothing here or that everything here is toxic,
Mm-hmm.
or that this area isn't going to change and everybody's just going to be out for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those individuals that you could point to talking about, nah, they recognized what they were doing wrong and they changed, and now, you know what I'm saying, everything's going better.
Yeah. And persevere, and he kept going, and he worked on his craft. And I think a lot of people, like, I don't think there's an issue with keep putting your stuff out there, or just create release. If that's what you want to do, fine. But there has to be some type of growth to me, you know, that, okay, I see where you're going, you know, instead of just saturating your market with the same things, and there's no growth. People like to see growth.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Now, speaking about growth, segue. I want to do a great transition. I want to do a full deep dive on this joint right here, man. I was a huge fan of this artist before she got into her relationship, right? This was my future queen. This was my light-skinned assassin. This was my I haven't felt like this about an artist since Aaliyah, kind of, you know what I'm saying, the buzz that was coming over her. So let's get into the drama. That's right, the drama. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do. All right, the talk of the week has been the live stream that happened with the baby and Danny Lay. Danny Lay and the baby.
Man, this is the drama. Okay, all right.
Danny Lay and the baby, who I guess haven't been in a relationship or have been in a relationship.
Nope, they've had relations though.
I don't. This is what I get.
You don't think that they were in a relationship though, do you?
This is where I talk about gaslighting, because I believe I believe that he was saying one thing in the public eye, but saying something different behind the scenes. Type business when it came to this, man.
I have a tough time with that because he's a public figure. I'm sure he's been asked about it.
No, you could be a public figure, but it's just like going live to air out your dirty business. You know what I'm saying? Instead of handling that, you know what I'm saying, in the background between. This isn't just your side piece, because he came out and called her a side piece on the live. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think that was the case?
Yeah. I don't think that was the case when you're talking about people have to start taking responsibilities for what they do. When he says that he doesn't want to do. But hold up, let me pull up this article right quick, right? Danny Lay really, and this is where I'm against this, because nobody should be humiliated in this situation, especially the baby coming off of where he just came off of almost being canceled.
Facts. He shouldn't have did her like that.
Yeah. And that's the
mother of your child. You shouldn't have did her like that, bro.
This is the news that came out today, right? After being humiliated on social media, Danny Lay has been charged with 2 counts of simple assault. I don't even know what the fuck simple assault is. But but the police charged her after the baby called the police on the night of November 14th and the morning of November 15th, making claims of domestic abuse against Lay, born Danielle Carell. As a result of the investigation, Carell was served with a criminal summons for simple assault. Officers also obtained additional information that led them to charge Carell with a second count of simple assault for the incident on November 14th. Now, this is my thing. You expect her not to react when you're on live. You're not having the argument, you know what I'm saying, between yourselves, right? You're on live telling your fans she's cuckoo, which I want to give him props because his promotion game is on point. He took this whole situation to promote his shit. So I want to give him that, but that's also another reason why I feel bad about the situation, why I feel iffy about the situation. Calling her a side chick, well, not even calling her a side chick, calling her a side bitch. This is the mother of your child, calling her a side bitch, calling her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and even joked that someone needed to call a talk show host Maury for a paternity test. All on live.
Yes, all shameful acts, and I would say that it's probably still not in the top 5 of the baby shameful acts.
In this climate that he's in, you don't go from having an issue with that community to be, regardless of whether you think she's right or wrong,
starting up shit with women.
Yeah, berating the mother of your child, you know
so
what I'm saying,
bad,
and putting her down live on Instagram. He told her that she was never his girlfriend, which of course Lay's going to dispute because you don't know what they talked about in their personal time. We can only take what we see, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen plenty of dudes, even if they with their side chick, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what it is. I'm going to leave her. You know, it's all about you. And I want you as, you know what I'm saying, my main one and everything. You know what I'm saying? You and me, read together. Don't go be rocking with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is. And she already they both struggle from mental issues to start off with. So this probably wasn't the proper relationship for them to be in to start off with, is with each other.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so it's like Lay said he was upset because he asked her to leave and go to a hotel so he could entertain other women.
Okay.
She also said that he was upset that she had a Plan B pill sent to his house.
Yeah.
How can you be up? These are her words that she wrote on Instagram Live. All he want to do is come in me with no responsibility. Obviously, he want me out so he can F on his baby mother and other hoes who he know we've been together this whole time while I just had my first child. This all goes to say that this man is an effing coward. While I don't think his actions are right, I don't want to call her a coward. She needs to understand the situation she is, being a mother of a child, whether it's the first child, and understand that situation isn't right for her and her child.
She needs to grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
let's make that
grow up.
Well, we know that about the baby and from his previous irresponsible acts. But in this regard, I will say that it was okay for him to call the police on her. She wasn't right to put her hands on him. And he probably could have picked a different way to go about making sure that she left his premises when he wanted to. But calling the police is a good start. And having it on the live is important for him now because he needs some cooperation with whatever he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But to do that to the mother of your child, is difficult. Once again, on his side of it, we don't know the things that he actually has told her. He could have told her, look, I need you to and from all estimation in from my perspective, from what I've gathered, is that in this time she was kind of moving like a side chick. She was kind of keeping a lot of that shit on the hush, and she wasn't saying stuff, and she was, you know what I'm saying? It was like that.
Right.
So she needs to grow up though.
Needs to grow.
Like how I feel is he probably told her like, look, I need you out of here. You're gonna have to find your own spot. We not together no more. And the baby is 3 months. You need to find your own spot. And it came to a head, and he was like, look, you got to get up out of there. And she was like, no. All
right. I'm on the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying, but for the sake of arguing, I'm gonna argue, you know what I'm saying, the other point. Just with the go on. The conflict continued to play out on social media, right?
Correct.
And it's still playing out now. Said,
yeah, I don't have blow by blow coverage of it though, but I get the gist of it.
Yeah, I done beat on and yelled and chased around like one of them Fatal Attraction type girls. He wrote. Later posted a picture of a ceiling of a plane and said that her and the baby were good. She posted a slew of photos and videos of the baby telling her that, you know what I'm saying, he loved her, you know what I'm saying, and wanted to be with her and everything like that. And then this is forever and other stuff like that, which to me would be kind of misleading, you know what I'm saying, on the situation if it's, you know what I'm saying, just it was just a side chick. But she also wasn't lying about his promiscuous ways, so she knew what she was doing, because no later than when he put that live up, a hairstylist that he had messed around with posted on her social media and said that, yeah, Danny Lay is right, because right after the baby was intimate with me, he booked an appointment for the mother of his child to get her hair done.
He should do that for his baby mama though. Like, he should be commended for that. That doesn't mean that that's my girl.
but no, the situation at the time is he was in a relationship with his baby mama at the time that he did that.
Wait, are you talking about the other baby mama?
I'm talking about the other baby mama.
His daughter. Yeah.
He said, and the girl wrote, I knew the baby wasn't shit when he booked me an appointment with me a few days. These women really need to learn how to type words too. A few days later, after beating up this coochie. I didn't even know that was his baby mama at first. I had to ask her to make sure, and when she said yes, I was like, damn, he bold. She was so in love with her hair, I had to fall back from him.
Okay, so the hairstylist is about her cheese though.
Yeah.
I like that. She was like,
he said, yeah, because his whole thing about that is that, hey, her thing was, if it's gonna be that, let me know. Like, I didn't know that was your baby mama.
Right. He just sent her.
Yeah. And then Danny Lay was posting lame ass using the situation to promote his EP tour, literally putting the date on his statement. My God, my poor baby got a lame for a father. Damn. Everyone go enjoy the show and listen to Sticked Up Levels, which was written about me, since I'm the one crazy in this love affair. I think
it's messy.
I think it's more to the story than let it out, but I think he does understand that messiness promotes, you know what I'm saying, sells records and shit like that. Think about it.
Yeah, it's really messy, and I feel like she can't put her hands on him though. Like,
from what the statement says, she didn't hit her or nothing. It was she, like, when he was talking crap about her on the live, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things.
She was trying to hit him.
trying to hit him, but she pushed him. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? She didn't hit him. But you can't
do that. You can't put your hands on anyone.
No, but my whole thing is he wanted a reaction. He knows where her mental state is. That's what I'm talking about, the whole gaslighting thing, man. Like, he knows where she's
antagonizing someone is one thing, but you can't put your hands on people. That's just not.
I guess, man, you shouldn't be
even when they deserve it.
Nah, you should.
And how it
shouldn't be.
ends, is you are the one who is charged with assault,
I'm cool
not
with
him.
it. I'm cool. I'm cool with that statement. But every action, whether words or physical, have consequences or reactions. When it's different, when
Bro,
you
words are never spoke. You don't remember when you was a shorty, they tell you sticks and stones could break your bones, but words could never harm. Like that is you
I
got to be an
don't.
adult.
Nah,
That's where that
because
comes into play at.
to me, no, because words become laws that hold you down. Well, words are more. They told you that because they didn't want you to know the power that there are behind words. You
I
know,
know that I understand the power that is
but
behind words, but you
last
cannot.
and this is the last statement she made. Last thing I'm a clear. I didn't leave the house because I'm in Charlotte at his spot. I don't live here. I don't have no friends, family out here, and I ain't walking outside exposing my daughter and myself looking crazy with luggage. This is my thing. You want her out the house? Put her out the house. You know what I'm saying? Say you got to go, but you sending your kid out there too. So you telling me that you can't book a hotel room? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Tell her to get in the Uber. Make sure your kid. This is the part I'm having the issue with. That you trying to put them both out. You know what I'm saying? You can go. I'm gonna keep my kid.
Listen, he's a piece of shit. But she was staying at that nigga house and she knew he was a piece of shit.
Yeah. My assistant flew in so I can catch a flight. That was later, but I wanted to go to the house and grab the baby's clothes. He said, nah. Then he went live, did me how he did, and the rest is yeah. But needed to clear that so y'all don't think I'm just sitting there while someone's kicking me and my baby out.
Okay.
So it goes.
Let's put it like this. I have sympathy for her. I feel like she got herself into a situation that she may not have known the full ramifications that she was in, but she probably should have.
But
you laying up in there fucking on the nigga and he won't stop nutting in you to the point where you called for the plan B and he got mad at you for that. Like, what the fuck? You should have got kicked out. You should have left.
Yeah. Right. Hey guys, since baby want to put up a statement with all his cap ass, I'll put mine up. So we've been shit. Can you hear me? So we've been living with each other for the past 3 months since our baby was born, doing us. And tonight when he came in the room talking about I need to go, don't matter where I go, mind you, I have a newborn child. So he said I can go to a hotel. This man is mad because I had a plan B sent to his condo because all he want to do is come in me with no responsibility. Obviously, he probably want me out so he can go on his baby mom and other hoes who've been known read together this whole time. While I just had my first child, this all goes to say that this man is a effing coward. I'm sleeping after cooking him dinner, and he want to say I need to go. F you, baby.
See, that kind of stuff just don't add up to me, because if he was fucking on all these other girls, he probably would have just kept doing what he was doing, going to hotels or going to their spot or whatever. Why is he just now deciding to kick her out to entertain bitches? Like, this nigga rich as hell. He been entertaining bitches while y'all was together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make sense. It seemed like something was like he came to a point where he was like, look, you got to go. You've been staying here for a minute and I fuck with you. I still want to fuck on you, but you kind of crazy. I've been telling you to leave. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what I gather from
it. Don't sound like that to me. It sounds like this instance and what happened is where he's like, you got to go because of something that happened, because she's saying I'm not finna have, like, my thing is, I feel like, and this is because we only got bits and pieces, is I'm not finna have another baby. I'm having a hard enough time having this baby with you. So I know you're not going to be the type of father that I need. So I'm not having another with you. So I'm going to protect myself to make sure that I don't have another baby, because all you want to do is come in, consequences. I got to take care of this baby. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want.
So that was the final straw, that she got a plan B.
That's
So
when
he
the whole
decided to kick her
that's when
out.
he started to go live and started to do all that stuff.
That
Is
don't.
when he bought the
I
plane.
don't think so, dog.
If you go watch the video, he's incriminating himself on what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like for him, the other chicks ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, have me doing that, ain't gonna make me want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. I know how good unprotected sex feels, but you know what I'm saying? If something happens, you're responsible for that life that's created. You know what I'm saying? So not only this is me, it's
Absolutely, and I'm sure that he takes care of his other daughter phenomenally. She's with him a lot of the times while he's even on set doing things that he needs to do, shooting videos and stuff like that. So I don't see this being an issue. Him taking care of his child with her. I think that she had been supposed to left, and he was like, "Look, you think it's because of a plan B? That don't make sense to me."
it do make sense if somebody's saying they don't want for somebody who's in his situation. Like I said, both of them clearly have something wrong with them mentally. She in her music, and past relationships have had. She's spoken about her having self-confidence and mental issues and everything like that, and trying to, you know what I'm saying, work through that type of stuff. So I don't want to make it seem like we're lashing out on either one of them, saying yes, they're supposed to know better, but sometimes when you have those things going on, it's hard to, you know what I'm saying, do better. It's a little bit more of a challenge. We done seen it happen.
I don't have an issue with that because we all are going through various things, and them two, they both do seem to have issues uh with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They clearly they're clearly some things there though.
Yeah, and
But
it's triggers.
because you grabbed a plan B, that doesn't seem like the reason that I'm kicking you out, because that don't make sense. I already got a baby with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really worried about the consequences on that end. She's trying to protect herself, but it seemed like he probably had been done with it. That's just what I think. I don't know.
You're not done with it if you're still wanting to sleep with her. You're
That's
just
not
want
true.
no, you're not done. No, yes
That's
it
not
is.
true. I just don't want you staying with
Nah,
at my house anymore.
well then my whole thing is like you said, maybe she need to grow up because she has she's starting to get some pride in, you know what I'm saying, how she's supposed to be respected. You know what I'm saying? You want to have your cake and
No,
eat
no,
it
no,
too.
no, 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 no. She should, but she should know that this ain't it though. She been gone back and forth with the baby. Am I correct? This isn't the first like public thing where it seemed like they had split.
She
Correct?
was going. It wasn't necessarily him. She was going back and forth with the baby mama. That's what it was. She even released a song about the baby mama. That's who she was
That
having
was the only
issues
song
with.
she released.
Yeah.
I don't mean to talk about her. That's bad though, man. I feel bad for her. I feel like she definitely suffers from self-esteem and self-confidence issues, because she should have been she was supposed to be one of the next. She was supposed to be a star. And now she's somebody baby mama instead. That just she got to get beyond that, man.
No, and see, I think I got a different perspective of what's going on because recently working and talking to survivors of women, and abuse doesn't have to be physical, it could be mental too. You know what I'm saying? That's where the gaslighting and all that comes into play. And being that, I think I'm looking at this from a different viewpoint, you know, and understand where they're coming from, because I look at this and this just reminds me of a lot of these stories that I'm hearing from I mean, if she leaves and God forbid kills herself.
That's an extreme to go to.
but it happens more often than what people know. The difference is because these two are famous, we're seeing this story in the limelight, you know what I'm saying, last y'all, but this happens daily in America.
Man, I see once again, this is one of those times where I'm conflicted in myself. I want to say some things that I probably shouldn't say. I'm not going to say them because I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with none of you women and how you feel. But
I'm
there comes a point. There comes a point where even in the survivors of domestic abuse, and um that includes mental, verbal, physical, there comes a point in time where they do decide to leave. You know what, that's interesting because there was this Netflix show that I was watching, and I can't even remember what it was.
made.
Made, that's what it was. And she had went to the shelter, and they were saying that it usually takes women about 6 times before it like sticks. That's like the average.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that for some women it's less. Sometimes it only takes one and they decide to leave. Sometimes it takes two. And some women it takes 10, 11, 12 times for them to leave. In order for us to get to that average, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's some women that it takes a lot more than six, and it's some women that it takes less. So who's to say that in the future they don't get back together? And the end,
Right.
all of this commentary, you know what I'm saying, kind of goes out the window, or at least we have to change our perspective a little bit though. But I just don't feel the way that she was saying things and the way that he was presenting them. I just don't feel like that was it. I feel like you kind of knew where your position was. People have said that you kind of moved like a side chick. You wasn't doing all of this, although you were staying with him. There have been plenty of people that I have known that have been in relationships where them and the person that they were with, they had split, but for some reason they were still living together. Whether it was because they had children, or it's because one person had nowhere to go, or they weren't financially in the situation where they needed to be in order to get their own place, they were still staying together, but they weren't together. Does that make any sense?
Uh, I've lived those situations
Correct. And
and
so if
never
somebody say,
and
if they had set a date and it was time to go and you still wasn't ready, but they was ready for you to go, you kind of gotta.
and again, I'm gonna state this on. I have no problem with Danny Lay being put out the house, but to put her and the child out is the issue that I have. That
I
that
mean,
that that's
okay.
that's the issue that I have, because just like
So
because
so
this
here
is
so
this
here
is me.
this is
This
where
hold
that
on.
goes though. This is where that goes though, Sherman. So then, oh no, I'm kicking you out, but I'm keeping the baby. Oh no, you're not keeping my baby. That's where that goes.
It can go like that, but all that's
It,
when you
it
no,
most
no, hold on.
oftentimes does go
No,
that way.
no, because no, because that's when he do just like he did. You record what's going on for your evidence. You call the police, and when it comes to the safety of the child is going to end up staying with the father for that night, and y'all go through whatever court proceedings that y'all have.
That's not
That's go
necessarily true. She may
when
have
she
taken the baby just like she did to a hotel.
nah when it comes to that, what's going to go on, what happened, especially when she gets charged for what she got charged for. That's going to happen. It's just like I agree with what her sister stated too. It's a very sad day that one day in the future this little baby will know this whole problem and what he did to her mother and how he humiliated her. Never wish this situation on anyone, because that baby girl one day is going
Yeah,
to
I
look up
don't. Yeah, I
and
don't.
be
I don't
like,
wish that. I don't wish that on anyone. But
or even worse. And this is the thing I'm scared of all my life, and why I tend to make sure that I try to treat women, you know what I'm saying, as best as I could, because my daughter, my sister, my mother could be treated the same exact way, you know what I'm saying, that I'm treating somebody else. And I want to set an example on, you know what I'm saying, how she should be looked and how she want to be treated. But everybody doesn't think like that. Everybody doesn't move like that.
Man.
Because if he found out when his daughter's an age and they dating and he find out that somebody's treating his daughter like this, he'd be ready to put hands on him.
That is so women just get to act any old type of way, but I gotta think of all of the women in my life.
She would.
Who knows what she did, what the conversation was?
I'm saying,
because if it was civil, and it was like, look, you got to be out by this certain date, and she wasn't out by then, and he ready for her to go, and she acted a fool, you probably should have got put out.
He didn't. Well, from what's going on is that she left and she came back to get the baby's clothes because he said, nah, you can't get the baby's clothes. She came back to get the baby's clothes, and that's when he started recording her. From the way everything reads, she had already left, got the hotel room, and came back because she was going to fly out to get close to the baby.
So we see her standing around in there when she's supposed to be getting the baby's clothes and leaving. Why is that happening? Why did because she was acting a motherfucking fool.
Hold on. Why did he have to get on live? That's my whole thing. You want her going?
That's why he got on live. Hold on. Acting a fool.
She can act a fool, but you don't have to disrespect her. You just get online, record her to protect yourself. But she started acting more a fool when you start calling her a crazy bitch and everything else on live to your millions of fans, and painting her in a light while she's had to go put the baby down. You know what I'm saying? And you painting her in a light.
I don't think that's what happened. If she was going to get the baby's clothes and went to go get the baby's clothes and then left, none of that would have happened. Am I right?
All I know and what's happening is what was reported, because that's all we can go by. And I'm just going by what was reported.
Well, that's correct. But what I'm saying is there are certain inferences that you can make along the way that are just common sense. If he told her to leave and she left amicably, why would he be on live recording her? That doesn't jive with what you're talking about. And the humiliation, yeah, some of that is on him because he got on the live. He didn't have to air his dirty laundry like that.
He did,
but some of that is on her.
No, hold up. No, this is the humiliation thing is 100% on him, because for one, like everybody else says, you don't have to get on live to record somebody. He could have just recorded it.
Right, but what is happening is even if he recorded it, the video would still come out. She's humiliating herself.
The video didn't have to come out
by acting like that.
No, the video wouldn't.
Why are you acting like that?
Because you're calling me out my name. You're humiliating me in front of people. If you're just recording me and you're not live, it probably happens different when you're just recording me. But now you're on live, and before she even started acting a fool on live, have you watched the whole video?
No, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
it was like 30 minutes. I want to watch the whole shit.
From how
I saw her live and I saw his.
And the whole time while he's doing it, more people coming in, he's promoting this EP.
Yeah, I saw that part. I saw that he had his assistant there, and he had another guy there who also had a phone.
Yep,
and I assume was going live.
And again, he had his assistant there. He had another guy there. All he had to do is record, because on top of that, he has 2 witnesses, so he doesn't have to go live.
Bro, why is he going live in the first place though? Why is he doing that? It's because she's in his house and he doesn't want her there anymore. That's why. And she started to make a commotion about it. I've been staying here for 3 months. That don't really matter right now, though.
Then you should have made arrangements with your manager or whoever there with you to gather the kids' clothes and go drop them off at the hotel room, instead of telling him no, because she was up there with nothing for the kid.
This is what I'm saying though. Her story is that she left first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she came back to get the baby's clothing. And that's when he started to go live. Why? If you just swiftly, if it was a cordial exchange, okay, just let me go get the baby's clothes real quick, and you not acting a fool, acting emotional, whatever, you grabbing the baby's clothes and you heading out the door. There's no reason for him to go live. Any of that.
He did it. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you 110% why I think he did it, and it wasn't to protect himself on what was going on. He did it to promote shit. That's exactly why I feel like do it. Because if I tell you, nah, I don't want you coming over getting, you got to come over get these clothes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pack them up for you. My dude's gonna take them to the door. You're never coming in the house.
Okay, that's fine too. But
That's
even if I do let her in,
you
it's not gonna be.
No, you don't let her in the house. You pack the stuff up and you send your dude to the door with the bag. Here you go. Have a nice day.
Or because she already been there and I don't feel like doing that, you can go in there and do that if you want to.
Then you bought that on yourself.
I don't
because
care.
You don't want her there. You don't want her around, but you don't get up to make sure there's not going to be nothing.
It's certain things about that also come into play. Like, for instance, if I pack the stuff up and hand it to her at the door, she might go through and be like, I wanted him to have this outfit. Let me go get this from something. There's all sorts of things that you can run into in that regard. Do you got the babies such and such and such and such?
You
might as well go do it yourself.
Hold on. Here's all the clothes that I found. Here it goes. Lock the door. I didn't get this or that. Here, Cash App. Here's some loot for my daughter. Go get the rest of what you need. I don't feel comfortable with you here. You can't come back in. It's that fucking simple.
I mean, okay, but it didn't go like that.
But it's that simple. That's all I'm saying.
No, I understand. I understand that at certain times that's kind of the way that you have to do. But at the same time, though, if you was just coming back, if you had already left and you had to come back and get the baby's clothes, and so I let you in, okay, go ahead, do your thing, and you start cutting up.
Did you see why Bianca popped out? The reason she left? She just posted 2 minutes ago. They just broke the flat screen.
Oh my god.
I would have popped out too.
On the real.
But let's get off of this until we see more that comes out, because I think it's more to the story than what's being told. And I think
I hate taking the baby's side a little bit on this, because I do feel like he's kind of a scumbag though. You should be trying to protect your baby mama, even if her ass is a little crazy. You tell her to leave and go and pay for a hotel. I paid for the hotel already. Here go all the stuff. Get the fuck out of here. That's how you're supposed to do that.
Well, mob ties, anybody?
Oh shit. Okay. Damn, we had 1 and 17 minutes already.
That baby segment took entirely too long. I didn't think it was going to go that long.
I didn't either. I didn't think I was going to be arguing for the baby. God damn.
I've been there though,
my life,
bro.
I need to smoke a cigarette on that account. Jesus Christ, I can't be supporting the baby like that. Oh shit!
And ladies and gentlemen, this is how Rome goes on his way to being canceled.
All right.
Tell me a little bit about
this. There with Lil Boosie.
Yeah, tell me a little thing about the Champagne Poppy and Drake playing nice.
Okay, so apparently, as revealed in the Kanye West interview on Drink Champs with my guy Nori, shout out to fucking Nori and DJ EFN, man. That shit was spectacular. Part 2 is actually out now. I think we talked about it on Sunday Dinner. Mm-hmm. Am I correct?
Correct.
Talked about it on Sunday Dinner. At that point in time, only part one was out. Part two has come out now, and in part two, they start off with Kanye West and Larry Hoover Jr., who was coming on to talk about his father, Larry Hoover Sr., who we all know is the notorious, infamous. Is that what we're saying?
I'm not saying nothing about it. That's why I'm.
I would
That's why I'm.
I would say that he's esteemed.
Esteemed.
The
There you go.
esteemed gentleman. Larry Hoover Sr., who is the founder of the Gangsta Disciple gang, Gangsta Disciples and the Folks Nation. Shout out to all my sixes out there. I'm gonna get in trouble, dog. But anyway, so they were talking about Larry Hoover Sr.'s appeal and trying to get him out of jail. And Kanye revealed on in the interview that him and Drake were working together on this at the behest of longtime Drake. Is Drake collaborator, right? Or is it investor? Drake investor, Jay Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Jay Prince. So Kanye had been talking with Jay Prince, and I guess they had got Drake on board. And so now I think it was after the interview, pictures of Drake and Kanye surfaced. And so now they're buddies again. They're working on something that they would say is bigger than themselves, and that would be getting Larry Hoover Sr. out of jail. So,
Well,
Indy, what are your thoughts on Drake and Ye playing nice to get legendary founder of Gangsta Disciple Folks out of jail?
well, if it comes from TMZ, it must be true, right? As we see this picture of Jay Prince, Drake, and I think that's Kanye. He changes his hairstyle so much, I don't know if it's Ye anymore.
Those are dubs. Those are dubs in his head.
That's what that is.
That's what he said in the interview.
Okay.
He said he was trying to cut a dove into his head.
All righty then. Kanye West. Kanye West and Drake have officially buried the hatchet because they're hanging out together in Drake's hometown. What's crazy to me is that Ye had to go to Toronto.
Why?
I'm just saying, Drake is that big of an artist that Ye, who is a billionaire, has to go to Toronto to take this picture.
Kanye doesn't own a home anymore. He sold the ranch in Wyoming, but he still owns the land. And where Kim and them are staying, he spoke about this in the interview as well, how he doesn't have a home. He's kind of like a fucking nomad. So he would have to go see Drake unless they organized somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure they had the type of funds where they could get an office, you know what I'm saying, got an Airbnb or something like that for the day to meet up some compound for a couple of hours,
or go and get on a plane and meet overseas, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like on neutral territory.
Territory.
Ye just posted a pic on social media showing him standing next to Drizzy with Rap-A-Lot Records honcho Jay Prince. That's that picture right there. There were rumors Tuesday that Drake and Kanye squashed their beef Monday night in Toronto, and Yeezy is eliminating all doubt with this post. Not long after Kanye posted, Drake shared a video of him and Ye together, tagging their location in Toronto. Yes. It appears they were buddy-buddy while listening to Dave Chappelle rock the mic. In the video, Drake got his arm around Kanye, and it sounds like the peace talk went down at Drake's career based on Dave's comments. As reported, there have been a full court press from Ye and Prince to end the beef with Champagne Papi. While Kanye recently, I really wish they would just call him Ye or Kanye. Them having both names in here is confusing as shit. with Ye recently inviting Drake to perform with him at an upcoming benefit concert for famous Chicago gangster Larry Hoover. It's unclear if Drake is going to take Kanye and Prince up on their offer. The concert is scheduled for December in Los Angeles, but the fact they're spending time together is huge. The fact that concert isn't happening in Chicago is weird to me too. Kanye recently addressed the beef, like you said, with his Drink Champs appearance. So that's wild to me a little bit. And Kanye came out and had to read a statement that looked really uncomfortable. We talked about that. Perfect wording, like it almost Kanye's the type of person to me, like if he had to say something, he would just wing it. And that looked like he was reading directly off of his phone, off a teleprompter, like word for word. Like
somebody he said, should do that.
Yeah, like somebody said, "No, you're gonna say this." But the thing that's got me is that Drake hasn't done the same thing. Why shouldn't Drake also, you know what I'm saying, make a statement like that?
I don't know.
Because don't that seem kind of unfair that Ye has to do all the work and Drake is just like, fly to me, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Take the pictures with me into Toronto, tag them in Toronto. Then you have to go say this video thing and I don't have to do anything.
So in my estimation, I feel like Kanye probably was the one who was wrong in that. That's just how I feel.
Well,
so he had to be the one to do a little bit of the pie eating.
Well, hearing things from like Big Sean and others, it sounds like Ye's wrong in a lot of stuff. Most geniuses, and this me shouldn't be up, most geniuses are always perceived as being wrong, and it's because you can't think on their level.
No. It's not about whether the point that you made was wrong all the time. Sometimes it's your approach, and like I deserve this sort of treatment, and you didn't give me that. There's respect levels involved. Even with geniuses, they respect certain people, and some people they don't respect at all, and they'll just say it. You know what I'm saying? But they may come to respect them later on, and then they have to kind of eat their words a little bit.
Okay.
That could now listen when I say this, that could be what's going on. It could be something else as well.
I don't know. I think when it comes to this, just kind of like the Baby and Danny Lay situation, I need a little more, because this beef been going on for so long. You know what I'm saying? And then this Sutton Hall, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. This is incredible. This is an incredible thing. They're two icons in their own right. You know what I'm saying? And they have the power to do something in what they're trying with Jay Prince and what Kanye wants to do with Drake's help. You know what I'm saying? That they have the power to do what they want to do. So it's interesting to me on if Drake, because he hasn't said he's down to do it yet. So I wonder if that's why he hasn't made a statement.
So do you think that Drake would play it like this if he wasn't down?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. I think Jay Prince had the amazing
squeezed his arm.
Smart. I'm not saying that. I might want to go to Atlanta.
You don't think he squeezed his arm? That he pulled his coat?
I'm not saying that. I might want to go to Atlanta one day.
Nudged them. Jay Prince is in Houston, bro.
Wherever the hell he's at, wonderful I might want to go there one day. Wonderful place. Most amazing
Shout
place
out to Jay
ever.
Prince in Houston.
Yeah. I don't think he did anything but had a conversation to speak some sense into Drake and let him know that this was beneficial for everyone. It was just an adult conversation, nothing more.
But does that mean that he does the benefit and that he goes through with what they have going on for Larry Hoover?
Only if do you think
that he would play it this way if his
he wasn't
intentions
going to
was
do
to
it.
be like, nah, fuck that. And
I
fuck
don't think
Kanye too.
I don't think he'll say fuck Kanye, but I think the whole thing with the Hoover thing, it has to play. Drake has more to lose in this than Kanye does. So I think he has to play things right.
That's interesting. Well, that would speak to why Kanye was the one who had to do the little things, because you know Drake kind of has a little bit more to lose, and
Yeah.
Kanye doesn't.
Yeah.
He'll make the statement. I'll make the statement for both of us. I don't give a fuck. I'm up 9 Billy. What that
Right.
nigga say? 6.6. Dude was wilding, bruh.
Yeah, he really was. But what did he get? He gave Beans 50 million and then some stock in Ye, a percentage in
Yep.
Ye.
Yep. Great. Kanye is so mad. Why am I back on the Kanye bandwagon though?
I don't know. He
This
knows
is
how to
this is socially, it makes me feel awkward, because I definitely I wasn't on the cancel him train, because I'm not that type of guy, but I was definitely looking like, you know, you and this MAGA hat is not what it is, you know what I'm saying?
We'll see. We'll see what that's going to be next election. See how you feel when next election rolls around.
Is he serious?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could run on his own. He could run on his own dime.
Nah, Trump's supposed to run again if he's not in jail, which he's probably not going to jail. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man.
We've gotten too political already.
Yeah, we'll as more news comes out for that, we're gonna rock with it. Now we're gonna get into a little insight on something. Anybody who knows the music scene out here knows that I adore this person. So let's talk
Man
about
crush.
it. Let's take a look. We didn't get the release to play any music. That's what sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
But The Escape. We basically got almost the whole album to check out. So let's go into a little bit on what you think about Ralph Lauren Starchild's new project, while I try to find some type of videos that he's already put up for us to play.
Well, I came into this. I know I don't know as much about Ralph's music as you do. But I have heard a lot, and I always love Ralph's energy and his music and his presence, because he's actually like a really charismatic guy. You know what I'm saying? When you're around him, you don't have a choice but to like him. But when I met Ralph, he was. Is it okay for us to say that he was on a lot of drugs?
He speaks on it in his music, so I don't think that's a problem.
He speaks on it in his music. Okay.
Yeah.
So Ralph was on a lot of drugs, and so much like Kanye, with kind of the genius scatter speak, it would be a lot of that with Ralph. This offering though, there's a lot of clarity on what he's been through as a result of that.
Facts.
And thus the title, The Escape, it speaks to an escape from number one, addiction, number two, a crazy wild lifestyle, and what it may take to bring you full circle. A lot of themes of redemption. I think that's a lot of the album is redemption theme. That this is my offering after putting many people through this, and what I went through in order to become the person that I am now. And so it's very humbling. It's humbling in my own life and thinking about things that I've been through. As far as addiction, as far as substance abuse, as far as the chaos that can cause in relationships with people, and then overcoming that and being redeemed. And so it's great. I love it. I so Ralph sent us just a bunch of songs, and as artists, we know that a lot of times the sequencing of songs for an album is extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important to seeing the artist's perspective and what they're trying to convey and the story that they're trying to tell. And we didn't get all of that. We didn't get the whole album. We got a lot of it, but it's all out of order. I didn't get a track listing. You know what I'm saying? So we just listened to songs.
They're good though.
They're really good.
They're really good.
It shows a lot of growth, and I love that the vocal range that Ralph has is really widened.
Different.
Yeah, it's really widened. All of the different tracks he's doing various different things with his voice that damn near seem humanly impossible. You know what I'm saying? But it's a great offering. I think that it really speaks to the growth and all of what he's been through, the stories that he tells. There was one track, the first track that I got was oh my god, what is it called? I think it's called The Moment.
Amazing track, dude.
Well, you know what? That was the first song that I listened to, and I wasn't really into it at the beginning. And I'm not gonna lie, I've talked about this with Ralph too. I messaged him because I was the first 3 tracks I listened to, and I was giving him basically like play by play of how I was perceiving it as it was coming. That track to me, out of all 9, is probably the weakest, and that was the first one that I listened to. So I'm listening to it, and immediately I'm thinking, I'm like, oh man, what if I don't like Ralph's music? I'm like, how am I gonna be able to explain this to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go on this podcast and say stuff. So right after that, I'm pretty sure one of my favorites though is, and this was in the first 3 pack, is called Prayed Up.
Straight up. Oh.
Prayed Up. Amazing track. This is like the 3rd, and I'm like, okay, we going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is it. He has a song called Mother's Belief, which is great and ode to your mom and believing in you even through your most difficult and darkest hours of your life. The songs that he sent me yesterday were fucking incredible though. I think one of them is called
Man of the
More.
Year.
Man of the Year. That's what it
Man
is.
of the
That's
Year,
what it
bro.
is. Man of the Year is great. But I think my favorite is called it's a song where he's talking about his girl, and it's called oh my god. It's We Something. I don't have it on this phone. I have it on the phone that I'm using as the camera right now. So I'm a little.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to pull it up in the email right quick.
Yeah, let me see. Not everything. That was what he sent me today, though. That was awesome. It's called We Are.
We Are.
We Are. We Are in the Guardians. Those are my favorite too. We Are is great, yo.
The musicality
We Are
in We Are
great.
The harmonies, the instruments in it is just that guitar in We Are is crazy.
Yes.
Everything about that song to me is like not top 40 anything, like just regular top 40. It's like a top 40 hit.
Yes. I love the instrumentals that Ralph picks. A lot of them, well, I won't say a lot of them. There were a few of them that are very bass heavy, and they feel kind of like dance poppy tracks for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then when he gets to speaking on them, it changes. It damn near changes the whole genre of the song, and you're like, wow, this shit is powerful, yo.
Just you know what I'm saying, just the way Riar hits, the way he's talking to her, like, don't close your eyes, you'll miss the spark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't, like you just said, you don't recognize those powerful vocals, the way he's talking. It almost sounds like he's just laying next to her, just talking to her. Like, to me when I'm listening to it, it's like it's a chick laying in a bed, right? And she's listening to him talk, but it's almost like it's like that fucking Doctor Strange shit, like where he's having an out of body experience and he's laying to her, next to her, talk to her, like he can't get to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he's still talking to her. That's the vision that I get. You know what I'm saying? When
Knock your aura out of you.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. It's real good. Riar and Man of the Year really sit with me. Prayed Up. That's my style of music I listen to regardless on a daily basis.
Right. Prayed Up, when it hits, you're like, okay, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that's
like, okay.
That's the star child that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I was like, yeah,
right,
he's still got his old,
right.
You know what I'm saying? His oldness in him, but he's grown up. You know what I'm saying? He's evolved into just an overall better artist because this is mixed better. The vocals are cleaner because he's probably cleaner. You know what I'm saying? And it just sounds like a overall better project than Lone Wolf Part 2.
He's Ralph is super dope. Like I said, We Are is definitely one of my favorite tracks, and The Guardians, that really hit home. That's a song about basically who's gonna be the examples going forward, who's taking care of us, who are the leaders. You know what I'm saying? They're letting us suffer. He brings up in that song, he talks about George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and how, you know, they were killed in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I could die at home any moment. Where are the guardians at? Who is protecting us? Who's it gonna be?
Well, maybe that's who Kanye and Drake are trying to get out of jail right now.
We'll see. That's that's an interesting take on it. I think even more so going back into that as well is that like Kanye spoke on, Larry Hoover is an organizer. We among, you know, the Black people, we need organizers. We need people who can get a group of us on the same page, because we have a difficult time doing that.
And the people that can do that, they either discredit, they lock up, or they kill.
Correct.
Larry Hoover, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. We see it happen over and over again. They try to discredit Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see it happen all the time. They don't want us to be organized.
Yep, that's correct. So Ralph speaks to that on that song. It really hit me. I know I listened to that today. And it definitely was while I was smoking. But it definitely hit. Shout out to the plug, San Fernando sponsored this.
But we did get invited to the listening party for the whole album, so I'm guessing we're going.
More than likely. He's still trying to get a date. So when we find that out, we'll be able to plan.
Get a full playthrough of the album, so we can actually give a full, you know what I'm saying, like a full review on what's going on.
I'm gonna see if Ralph will send us some more.
just send us the album in order.
He just kept sending me songs. Like, he's like, yeah, I sent a few more. today. I'm like, damn, you just sent me 2 yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, just come off the whole album.
Just come off the album, man.
And why you at it? Just go ahead and leak us the Silent Records joint, the little group, you know what I'm saying, the label project they got. Slide that to us too, so we can check that out.
I don't think that's done.
I don't care. I don't care.
I got I might have a couple of songs. Do you want to hear them? You want me to send them?
I got a couple.
I'm on one of them.
I got a couple of the songs. I'm not on none of them.
Okay.
I was supposed to be, but shit happens.
You got flagged?
Shit happens.
Shit happens? Okay. Hey.
Yeah. Shit happens. I became a dextrament. Like, I became somebody who.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout out to the Lone Wolf, Ralph Lauren Starchild. We appreciate you, man.
Wolf
Send us
Council
the rest
in
of
the
the
building.
album. But the project is great, man. The project is great. And I can't wait to see what you have to offer as far as performing the songs. See, that's one thing with Ralph. The music is one thing, but the performance that's a whole different thing. Yeah, and it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. The Escape. We will most definitely be letting you guys know when that drops. I don't even think he has a date yet, does he?
Nah, I don't think so.
I know it's December, but yeah, he doesn't have a date. But shout out to him, and we'll be making sure that you guys know about when that's out and when you can stream it and hear it and enjoy it like we did.
Well, since we're talking about music, because we're almost at 2 hours, let's get ready to get up out of here. This is almost a Sunday dinner pod.
Yeah, ain't it though?
Yeah.
It's Bianca's fault.
Definitely Bianca's fault. She bought into something that we spent like 45 minutes on before we even got into and then she dipped out on us when we got to the drama.
Yeah, she might have been able to squeeze someone out of us. You know what I'm saying?
We needed that woman's perspective. That's what it was. On the subject, we needed the woman's perspective. Yeah, definitely. We all know what you came back from and everything, that Mr. Unbreakable. You released your first song since your first official song since you've been back out.
This is the first release.
Tell us a little bit about this Strongman that is available on Apple Music right now.
Well, it should be. Hopefully, it's up on all the rest of the platforms.
No, you know me. I've been checking.
You've been checking Spotify? Damn.
You know that's my thing. I don't do Apple Music.
Yeah, I didn't check TikTok yet neither. I need to do that. But Strongman, this song is actually old, but it was I think it was pretty fitting after the accident to come back with this one. Me and Indy tag team did.
I got bodied on the track, y'all, just to let y'all know.
Well, I do that sometimes. I do that sometimes. It's other songs where I felt like you got me.
But I take the chance to be humble, you cocky bastard. No, I'm playing.
I mean, hey, these verses are some smokers though. I ain't going. I don't even mean to say that in my arrogance, but that is for sure. But you definitely added something to the track, and I love it. But it just speaks to being a strong man. Sometimes you got to flex on them and show them, and because people will take your kindness for a weakness. So sometimes you got to flex and let them know that that you strong. You able to take as much, and you able to dish out too. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, we're gonna let this single from Syndrome play us out. Syndrome, go ahead and tell them where they can find you at, man.
Syndrome_TS on Instagram, Syndrome TS on Twitter. Find me at Syndrome on Facebook. I'm on Nerd Mix Alpha's YouTube page doing the link up. We brought it back. We brought it back home for the fellas.
Yeah, definitely.
Brought it back home. Link up and get left. And on Sunday dinner on Sundays on Billy Radio Network.
Facts. Well, let's get into it. This is Syndrome. Still True Show?
I don't know. I'm Syndrome though.
Syndrome. Strongman available on Apple Music right now. Y'all make sure y'all check this out. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it. We love it. Why wouldn't we, man? Holla at your boys. If I could find the play button. Because the play button disappeared on me. Lots of editing going on after this. Got a fucking play button gonna disappear.
Yeah, Kingsman, Nerve Mix, yeah, Indy, you in this bitch, yeah, Strongman in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, Strongman in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, Strongman in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, Strongman in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, flex on, I be powerlifting, yeah, I'm sounding different to your eardrums, this is sacrifice, night after night, to the afterlife until you feel, cuz I done spilled guts, I done lost a lot, still I up the level and it cost a lot, I done sauced the pot, but my ROI was still waiting for the licky faucet drops, had to bounce back, had to back it up, sounded accent, it didn't act enough, it was too real, it was newsreel, that's gorilla press from attack to shun, ultimately I'm a warrior, carrying the message like a courier, ain't no fairy tales but the strong man, hit the pen game for the storybooks, yeah, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man.
It's me, homies, God flow, your boy iced out like Bobby Dre. It's a true show for these kings, man. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. I'm signed now, means buy now, means I'm cashed out, so buy now. The blood of my city, it runs in my veins, so I'm dripping shit from state to state. I'm proud of my home, but I love me, nigga. Indy all day, bitch, love me, nigga. Trust me, nigga, I grind to reach the level of prime. Mariah Packs, just speaking facts. That crown on that table is mine. So flex if you wanna get got, little nigga. I'm flies with the rock, that knows real nigga.
Strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, hustle strong, yeah, my muscle strong, niggas rapping like they want the muzzle on me, they don't really want the trouble on me, rather keep it as the lovable me, fuck it, I'ma lift it all, whole damn world, feel it in my palm, ringing barbell after barbell to the point, niggas scared to get on songs with the boy, no words, I squat the house, Gary on my back, bangs popping out, strong man, I can carry heels, son, it's nothing for me to knock you down, this king shit with the arm curl, I'ma flex on them till my arm hurt, when your favorite rapper getting squeezed by the kings, now that's how you make a star burst, yeah, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, strong man in the building, I'm a strong man in the building, I'm a strong man in the building, I'ma flex on them to the field, man, 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 I'ma flex on them to the field, man. Deep rooted can make a lawn die, far cry from the days when shooting off like a star child. The Call of Duty is running through me like it consume me. It's maddening usually when talent don't match what you're doing. High above it all, jumping to never fall and never land. If it's up in the air, I settle in. I'm top now and not gonna lose later, and bringing the light what's underground like Tomb Raiders.